Eddie, we were just talking to Nathan Cleverly. Obviously, in the middle of August, he lost his world title to WBO light heavyweight title to Sergei Kovalev. Very tough fight for Nathan. You know, he was taken apart in 3 or 4 rounds, basically, to be honest. Fought the wrong fight against him. And we just had him on the line there, and I'm great to see that he's mentally rejuvenated. Very tough for a boxer, isn't it? You know, it's not like a Leyton Orient. They lose a game 5-0. You know, 2 guys have performed and 11 haven't, or 9 haven't, sorry. It's 11 aside, isn't it? Not 13.
Well done.
Yeah. Football, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, not rugby league. You know, really tough for a boxer on a night like that.
Yeah, and but I feel that a loss can sometimes be the defining part of a fighter's career, and I think it was for Darren Barker. You know, I think even Carl Froch losing to Kessler and Andre Ward, you know, it's how you come back from those defeats. I think the problem with Nathan was, I think the build-up to that fight of that magnitude, you know, you look at his 3 previous fights, you know, Karpensy, Hawk and Krasniqi, they weren't good enough for him to go in with the likes of Sergei Kovalev. And I think he wanted that big fight. You know, he called out for the Carl Froch fight. He wanted that big opponent. But at the end of the day, they went in with a very dangerous fighter. You know, as a voluntary challenge. Like he said, he didn't have to take it. They didn't have options.
But he's still a young champion with no fear, and that's the thing.
But sometimes, as a promoter, you have to, you know, you have to protect your investment, whether fans like to hear that or not. And, you know, I'm all up for, I get criticised all the time about putting my fighters in all these tough fights. But sometimes, you know, this is a voluntary defence against a very dangerous fighter with no rematch clause, no options, nothing at all. I understand he wanted the tough fight, but everything was all wrong. I was in America that week for the Darren Barker fight. Yeah. People told me Nathan Cleverly had no shot at all against Kovalev.
I don't agree with that. If he'd fought the right fight, if he's fought the right fight.
But I'm telling you what they were telling me in America. HBO sent, you know, Nathan Cleverly was an opponent now, right? And I said to them in America, I think Nathan Cleverly will win on points. They laughed at me. Yeah. You know, but now he's mixed it with, and Kovalev may go on to be the best, you know, pound for pound light heavyweight in the division. He's a huge puncher, he's a big threat. But I believe Nathan will come back stronger from that defeat. You know, and now he's realised that's the big league. You know, the other stuff's not the big league. Krasniqi, Hawk, Karpensy. You know, these are hometown defences that are on a plate for you. Now you're in the big league, and I know through that defeat he will come back a better fighter.